to film in steps the whole process of painting. Let's say that.
I think it's very important that you did that. And even if you...
Then we coordinate what part you do, because I think technical parts I can do myself with the iPad or something. I can.
Arato, some of you may know and may not know, and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on in this process. This is the tuning. Tell us a little bit about yourself briefly and then what you're doing.
Well, I have to tune this piano like every week or every two to keep it in tune, so it sounds nice and we can use it. So I was tuning it for about 10 years now. That's the time I had this piano. And I learned about tuning actually while doing it. So I decided to tune the instrument myself because I wanted to know more about it. And within the process of that time I came, in the moment I'm experimenting with a slightly lower tuning than generally known. At 432 hertz, A1, instead of 440, that is about a weak quarter note lower. So noticeable when piano players come, sometimes they might say, different instrument, or what's wrong with that or something, what's happening here? Because it has a different voicing. You can with this instrument, I mean, every instrument reacts differently.
But some people say it wouldn't matter. I mean, how could anyone noticeably tell the difference between them? What's the significance between these separate tunings? Is it really just something that no one would notice and it doesn't matter, or is there really a meaning?
Well, I think like, it's a different frequency simply. So when we are sensitive to hearing, we hear frequencies. That's how we develop emotions. What we hear, music can be very emotional, and that is the tone itself is creating those emotions, not necessarily only the styling of it. I think music is emotionally active, and this tuning, I think, gives you a different base. Like if you have a different color painted walls in the room, it gives you a different continuous experience. That's what I think for myself about it.
Well, in the same way they say with hospitals and like psychiatric wards, like depending on what color you could put a patient in the room will depend a lot on how that patient will react after. If they're feeling one way, you could put them in a different colored room, because all of these emotions, because they are frequencies, are affecting us, no?
Yeah. But slightly too short here or slightly too long, I find it fits. I'm not listening for the unequal beating, because that's often traditionally taught for piano tuners that they hear for actually the imperfections.
Right.
I think that's not nice to be constantly deal with imperfections. I want to hear the beautiful sound of this instrument, not its imperfections. I mean, I don't want to focus on that. And I think all my respect to them, great masters. But I rather like to listen to whatever nicest sound I can get out of an interval, instead of listening what's not perfect on it. Same result.
Yeah, but much nicer to hear.
Yeah, because it has a character. The stretch of it has the interplay of the two frequencies creates a new character, standalone character. It's a note in itself. Yeah, not just two notes added. So next would be the fifth of that bass E. Same game like before. Check that. Yeah, I will check. So sounds okay.
looks extremely modern in its styling, you
It's
know?
cool, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
150-year design, but it looks extremely aerodynamic and very like,
Yeah, this is when you open a box like that, it's always an eye catcher.
Yeah. Because who would expect?
Actually, you want to sit the whole process through.
yeah.
Okay. And I'm not supposed to get nervous, is that it?
No. How much longer do you have? We might run out of tape before then, but even if.
An hour more.
An hour
We're
more?
about half an hour.
We're about halfway through. Alright, we'll take a break now and let them continue the process, just so that we let you know if you want to get the whole thing, you have to sign up for the class. Talk to you soon.